So many choices.
Yeah.
I'm partial to chocolate, so maybe chocolate starts sea salt for me.
Can I do a single cup of secret breakfast, please? Thank you.
Can you get away with serving any sort of bourbon-flavored product?
To a child.
Right.
Might be an overlooked area of regulation.
There may be a loophole there. We have to close that out. For starters, just going back a little bit to the origins of Yelp, it didn't really work at first.
Right.
It didn't take.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what happened there and how you figured out sort of the way forward from that?
You talk to almost any successful entrepreneur and they have a story of, how they started out, they had an idea, and then inevitably it changed.
Right.
And that was definitely the case for Yelp. We wanted to create the next generation Yellow Pages. And we thought word of mouth, if you could capture that and bring it online, that would create something really powerful. The question, of course, at the time was, well, how do you capture that word of mouth? What's the mechanism? Like, people aren't just going to write reviews for fun. That's crazy.
That's a terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea.
We
We literally thought that was a terrible idea.
We considered it and we
Yeah.
dispensed with it. Right.
Yeah. And so then we built a site about asking friends for recommendations.
Okay.
And buried in there, very deeply and accidentally, was a way to write your own review without being asked a question.
Okay.
And so after lunch, we started looking at the data, and nothing's working. We're pretty miserable. But one thing that we saw was that certain people would discover that feature and go crazy. They'd write 5 or 10 or 15 reviews in one sitting. And that was a bit of an aha moment. Like, what's going on there? Why are these people writing reviews?
This doesn't conform with any of our expectations
It's
at all.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
as we anticipated. And so then I sat down and I just started writing some reviews without being asked a question. And that
Right.
was where the light bulb went off for me personally. Was, I'm opinionated. I like to write reviews. This is really fun and satisfying.
Right.
And from that point, we just decided we were going to have to flip the model on its head and be a place for you to share your recommendations, not necessarily just be asked of your friends.
The idea that people could review local businesses was not unheard of. There were other sites, there are other sites, but Yelp has clearly become the dominant player in that space. Why do you think Yelp was so successful where other pre-existing players maybe kind of faltered and fell by the wayside?
The thing that we uncovered was the power of the community. And by focusing on community and tapping into the passion of consumers that wanted to share that information, we were able to create a site that was unmatched in just kind of the quality and depth of content. So we attracted a lot of people that just love to write. People were competing with each other in the quality of their reviews. Like one person would write in haiku, another would do sort of a free-form poetry style. And so people were really riffing and getting creative with it. And that showed that we were attracting the right type of people.
I have to ask you, because you're the CEO and co-founder of Yelp, so kind of a lightning round.
Bracing myself.
Bracing yourself. Favorite fancy restaurant?
Spruce.
Favorite bar?
Lion Pub.
Mexican food.
Papalote.
Excellent. Well, listen, I'm done.
I'm still working on it.
You're working on it,
I've got a ways
but
to go.
I think we can do the rest of this off camera.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. That was great.
Sure.
Yeah.